Dudes, check out this car. It's sick. It's matte yellow. What kind of car? It's a Mercedes. Got it, good? Look at this cock. Alright, babe. Holy shit. I wish I had that car right now. Let's talk about boxing. So what's up, dudes? How is everybody doing out there? Hope everybody's good. Check this out. This is the Miguel Cotto versus Sergio Martinez, or should I say Sergio Martinez versus Miguel Cotto fight prediction coming up for June 7th. That's this weekend. I'm recording this in the beginning of the week. But before I even go there, I got to talk out on the fight that went down on HBO 2 and HBO Latino on last Saturday night. And it was the end of the HBO had a whole day, Carl Froch. Anyway, Fortuna, who I've been watching on ESPN, he fought Juan Antonio Rodriguez, right? So Fortuna goes in there undefeated. He's the WBA number 2, I think, WBC number 7 featherweight. Javier Fortuna, 25-0, 18 KOs. He fights this Juan Antonio Rodriguez guy who's 26-5 and 23. And I'm watching this fight go down, and look, I could be wrong. This is just my opinion. Fortuna takes a bad headbutt. He's cut open. This guy, who I'm not really familiar with, Rodriguez, but I'm watching this dude just lay it on him. And I like Fortuna. I've seen him on ESPN too. He's the favorite. Nobody expects this Rodriguez guy to win. I'm watching the guy beat him up, and then I'm watching Roy Jones say during the fight. Roy Jones says that Rodriguez, everyone's there to see Fortuna win, and he's got to beat the heck, I'm paraphrasing, he's got to beat the heck out of Fortuna to get the win. And he's doing it, and then he's getting no credit. Not only that, he knocks Fortuna down, didn't get credited with the knockdown. Clearly, I think it was a straight jab, a left jab, or maybe a straight right hand, I forget. Knocked him down. Go to the fight, check it out, you'll see it. And then again, all of a sudden, this awkward knockdown in the middle of the fight on a punch. Fortuna took a knee. No credit at all. No one seems to give a damn about it. The announcers, Roy Jones Jr., I don't know. I'm just watching this guy get robbed. I just thought Fortuna, he got beat up in that fight. He's got huge eyes, and in between rounds, I could have swore I saw what looked like apple juice and some lollipop sucking. I don't know if that's, I thought that was illegal. I don't know if you could do that in between rounds in boxing. Fortuna lost the fight in a close, hard-fought fight. I thought that guy was more aggressive, and I thought that Rodriguez deserved that win, and it didn't happen. So let's talk about Cotto versus Sergio Martinez. If you go to my predictions here, I've been predicting fights for years. I had to make some videos private because of video game copyright things. Now I'm just free, straight up with YouTube. So most of the predictions are there. But I predicted every Cotto fight, I believe. Well, the most recent ones, right? Where I said he would lose to Pacquiao. I said Cotto would lose to Floyd Mayweather, and you had people criticizing me or whatever, and then you never hear from them after the fight turns out the way I predicted, which was right. But Cotto's I'm a Cotto fan now, and I think that he's a really good, I always thought he was a B fighter. And Sergio Martinez, who I predicted, I think every fight right, since he's been for the last 4 years on here, even though I predicted Sergio Martinez versus Paul Williams 1 on this channel, you can go back and look at it. I said that Paul Williams would win the first fight, and I predicted that Williams would lose the second fight. But I thought I was wrong, even though the prediction was right on the first one. I thought that Martinez was robbed by Paul Williams. That's when everyone really got to know how good Sergio Martinez was back in the day. So fast forward now to 2014, you have an injured Martinez. He's getting a lot of injuries. Martinez, he looks great in certain rounds, but now he's 39 years old. Cotto's 33. Martinez got the height, 5'10". He's got the reach, 73-inch reach over Cotto. Cotto's going up to the middleweight division, and Cotto's got the 67-inch reach, 5'7". Now, if I'm going to predict this fight 4 years ago, 3 years ago, even 2.5 years ago, I'm going to tell you Martinez is the elite fighter. He's going to beat Cotto because Cotto cannot beat an elite fighter unless they're like Shane Mosley, way past their prime. Now, here's a fight where I think that Cotto actually has a shot. This is a really difficult fight to predict because you got a guy who's really aging, a guy who probably might come in with a knee brace. He re-injured his knee in his last fight, and he was knocked down in Argentina, but he did get that decision. But Cotto could grind out, I think, a decision on Martinez. He could win this fight. It's very conceivable that he could win, and it's not going to look funny because he's, like I said, even though Martinez is very, very hard to beat, very difficult, but he's 39. He's a lot of injuries. He broke his hand in his last fight. I think that was in Argentina. And let's look at the records here. Look at Cotto's record. Cotto, he lost to who? Floyd Mayweather, Austin Trout, Margarito, Pac. Yeah, he redeemed himself with Margarito because, he probably cheated. Okay? Martinez is going to really, really have to keep Cotto off him and not let him get to that body and grind out a win and outwork him. I think Martinez, if he doesn't break his hand and he doesn't injure his knee where he's to the point where he's limping and they got to stop the fight, or he's just going to start getting nailed by Cotto, I think that Martinez should win this fight, but it's a very likely that he can get re-injured because he's falling apart at 39 years old. His body had enough. The guy's an amazing athlete. He just had enough. And I'm not a doctor, you can rehabilitate your body, but it shows already. He keeps re-injuring himself. So Cotto's got a good shot because of that. And I think that's what they're banking on. I think Freddie Roach, that's what they're banking on. I think Roach's fight plan's going back to the body and all that. And Cotto looked great against who'd he fight? What's his face? Delvin Rodriguez, who's a really good, I gotta say, C+ fighter. I mean, come on, anyone of Cotto's a really, really good B+ fighter, and Cotto took Delvin apart, ESPN2 fighter, and beat him down and knocked him out early. I mean, that's what you're supposed to do when you're at the level of Miguel Cotto. But Cotto, even if he beats Martinez, I'm going to say it's an old faded Martinez. He's not ever going to be an elite. You can't change a fighter and make him that. Yeah, I'm from New York. A lot of the Puerto Rican fans are going to say, go F yourself and all that good stuff. Like I heard before when I said Floyd would beat him, and then like when I said Pac would beat him. But I'm just unbiased. I'm just giving my opinion. I really like Cotto. It'd be really great to see Cotto win in the Garden in New York City. But Martinez is just really, really nice. And we'll see what an older, injured, even though he's recovered, Martinez can do with Cotto. It's going to be really interesting. So I'm just going to go with the favorite. I'm going to go with Martinez, and he's going to probably outbox Cotto and possibly stop him. But I'll go with since he's so injured and he might break a hand or he might have a hurt knee or something, I'm going to go with, at the end of the fight, he'll be falling apart maybe. I'm going to go with Martinez with the boxing on a decision. And that's going to be hard to get too in Madison Square Garden when you got all the fans there for Cotto. So that's my prediction on that. I hope it's a good fight. I've been on a tear. And by the way, I'm just going on record. Max Kellerman said on some show, no one can predict 11 boxing fights right in a row. I did that many times. Even before I had this channel, I did it. So we'll see what happens with the fights. And we hope we get a good one, dudes. Peace.